Now, back to spices. And I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be easy. Here is a ratio that I want you to remember. 3 parts oil to 1 part acid, okay? That's a basic. It is not inflexible. You can play with that, but that ratio really gets you a long way to emulsifying. And then I forgot about this, but we're gonna show you how to use this because it makes a big difference. So we are going to, the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to do a cup of oil. 4 ounces, 8 ounces, 8 ounces in a cup. I'm getting rid of some of these truffle oils that have been hanging around. I don't think you're gonna get a huge flavor of truffle from this, but I wanna use this up because, as you know, over time, oil does go bad. And I've had these around for a while. I've gotten my use out of them. And there we go. I still need a little bit more. So I've got my regular Kirkland, which means Costco, extra virgin olive oil. It's not great, folks. I mean, some of the other ones, I mean, it's a utility olive oil, and I would not call it perfect. All right, so I got rid of those 2 bottles. Let's recycle. So let's try a few things here. First thing I want to do is I want to add xanthan gum. And again, this is not a hard, fast rule, but there are a couple of rules that just make life easy with xanthan gum. Let me get my spoons. You do not need a lot. That's rule number 1, okay? I am using a ½ teaspoon for a 1 1/3 dressing, and I'm not talking an overflowing teaspoon. The other thing you do is you actually put the xanthan gum right in the oil, because what'll happen is it will not swell like it does until you put the other things. And this it kind of makes it dissolve easy. If you don't do that, it can be difficult to dissolve. Okay, and so that's the first thing we're gonna do. And I'm just gonna touch that a little bit so it sinks to the bottom. I'm putting that there, and so now here's the good stuff. So we need, oh, sorry folks, we need 1/3 cup of acid. All right, so what do we got here? 1, 2, quarter, 1/3 cup. I knew I'd find it eventually. So we are gonna start by putting some vinegar in there. And you know, you can vary this. Like, let's say you don't like your dressing, salad dressing, vinegary. Add less vinegar, build up the difference with water, all right? So I am a little shy of 1/3 cup, and I'm just gonna use this. This is gonna be good. I'm just gonna put it right in there, and you will see what happens, but I've got a couple other spices. So that's in there. It's basically ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna use a little bit of salt. I like Hawaiian sea salt. They've got many different kinds because they're like islands in the Pacific, which is salt water, last I heard. So anyhow, a pinch, and I'll correct for seasoning after I take the dressing. Where is that pepper? So this is nothing special. And I'm gonna do like a bigger pinch of pepper because I like a little bit to it. I am going to open my Frank's and use a little bit of the Fred's Red's hot sauce here. It's in vinegar. It's not super hot. Okay, secret ingredient, tarragon mustard. And I'm going to use, I'd say that's about a tablespoon. What else do I want? Oh, this is already washed. And so I'm gonna turn this salad dressing green because I'm just gonna put this stuff right in there. That is fresh parsley. I don't care, you know, some people say the flat leaf has more flavor. I don't necessarily agree with that. I actually think the curly has more flavor, and it's really good in things like, ooh, be careful that sharp blade. It's really good in things like, what is that? Tabbouleh, which we at Celebrations make from scratch, and people seem to love it. So all I did was throw it all in there. That's how much work I did. You saw that, okay? So now I'm gonna put it in here. It locks, and oh, this is new. This is new, and I'm not even sure I like it. Yeah, I've had a few of these. All I really want to do is pulse. Do I have to lock it? Yes, click. Did you hear that? Okay, let's try it again. Pulse. Do you see how thick that is? Let's take it off and see what we got here. So basically, yep, it's plenty thick. All right, I'm gonna taste it. That's how I find out things, okay? I'm just gonna take this spoon, I'm gonna taste it a little. To me, that definitely has too much of vinegary flavor, okay? So I'm gonna fix that. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm basically gonna add some water to start with. All right, we'll go with that. Definitely needs more salt. Okay, folks, so I did a couple of changes here I want you to know about. I actually put in 3 fresh garlic cloves, that 1/3 of a cup of water, put in significantly more. By significantly, I'm talking like 2 pinches instead of the one small one I did. And now I'm putting it all back on, tightening this baby. And you know, you only have to do this once. You know, you get your recipe. This will feed more than for 10 people. And it is still too thick, but let's taste it again. So we're gonna put this recipe in complete, but I'm gonna continue tasting it until I get it where I want it, and then we'll give you the recipe in writing, okay? And next time I will be using 1/4 of a teaspoon of the xanthan gum, because look, this is not mayonnaise based. There is no egg yolk there. This is completely vegan. You can't taste the xanthan gum. All it does is thicken. That's it. That's how we make our house dressing at Celebrations. And if you get a little bit of xanthan gum, I'm going to make other dressings today. You'll see what I mean. Okay.